Hello, welcome back to Ivy Spiritual. Hello, welcome back to Ivy Spiritual Tea. If you're new here, hi. I do tarot readings, ASMR, and I do Timo hauls from now and then. Every now and then I do like a Timo haul and I do ASMR. So if that's your thing, you're gonna love it here. Thank you so much for joining and checking me out. I will start doing astrological signs, so pay attention to that because I will be doing astrological signs. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. Bell. Yeah. So I have decided to do Justin Bieber. It's been a while. I've been gone for a little while, and I apologize for that. His card came up automatically. Like Justin Bieber always gets the King of Wands. I wonder if he has any kind of Leo in his chart or some kind of fire sign in his chart or something. But he always usually gets like the King of Wands. So it's just very creative. Somebody very creative. Somebody who takes the initiative, like in writing skills and writing formats and things like that. So he's always on that ball of like, let's get this creative, projects going and stuff like that. So I don't think that we will ever see the end of him as far as the music career or acting or some kind of production. He will always be in some way connected with entertainment. So it could be anything. It could be performance arts as well. But let me look at the comments real quick because I'm pulling up here. I see here, hold on. It says, let's see. Monica, thank you so much. Monica says, I subscribe. You are good. He has hired a new amazing business manager. You're right about him wanting to be Justin, not just the boy he was, the man he is today. He's grown up many levels, person, artist. He has also stated that the relationships are what's more important to him, not money and things. Obviously, money is important. He doesn't take his money for granted, and he respects it because he earns every dollar that he made. He's very intuitive and ambitious, and this person saying that they believe that he has a few projects going on, but it's always what he wanted as a child. So they're going on about that. He's the best big brother. He loves them dearly, made some good changes in his life, circle around him, people, parenthood. So they end up saying, they saying your readings are good because you read what you see and feel without adding anything more. Let's get into the reading. So I already started a 5-card reading for Justin. First card out is King of Wands, which is being very creative, very passionate about his goals, seeing a future for himself where he's creating more projects, maybe music, maybe acting, and so on. And yeah, so let's just go ahead and get into that. So we have here the 7 of Pentacles coming out with the next energy out. Let's keep going. I get a 5-card spread, and then we'll see. So 5-card spread for me, if you're new, I basically do past, present, and possible outcomes, or AKA future, but it's possible outcomes. We can never tell the future with tarot. Just keep that in mind. All right, so we have the 3rd card out. In the heart of the reading, it is the Queen of Pentacles. So this is someone who's really planning out a future. So this looks like to me that he's really is planning. I think that he's been waiting for his investments to grow for some time, and they maybe have not been really going there too much. So he's really getting into more planning phase, and I feel like it looks like he could be making a contract here with somebody or an agreement. I'm not sure who that is, but it looks like he has a contract or an agreement. And then we're topping it off with the Queen of Wands. So we started with the King and we got the Queen. The Queen is in the reverse. The Queen in reverse, this could talk about a highly intuitive state of mind where he is right now, especially with the black cat. And with the Queen of Wands reverse, it doesn't necessarily have to talk about infidelity, but as a reader, I always look at that card and I always look at it with a side eye, like, okay, Queen of Wands reverse, there could be some kind of infidelity happening here, maybe some distrust, maybe loyalty issues or lack thereof or something like that. I don't know. And then we have here the Knight of Wands as well. So this to me looks good. Like as far as his endeavors go, he does look like he is planning on creating a future for himself. So yeah, heart of the reading, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And like I said, I think there's somebody that he could be talking to at this time that is trying to make some kind of agreement or some kind of like something. This could be romantic, this could be anything, but most likely he will be in that Knight and the Page of Swords energy, which is basically kind of like jumping out in the world with fresh new set of eyes. So something here is prompting him to feel like he is going to step into the world in a new way, in a new direction, but very passionate and very goal orientated. So there's something that he has that he wants to take care of here, very passionate about whatever it is, and also he's very careful because there's a lot of things that he has been through in his life, it looks like here. So he's trying to be really, really careful at the same time. A little bit impulsive, not too much, but there is that impulse here to get what he wants. There's a drive here, it's something pushing him to get to where he wants to get. And there is some kind of goal. I think that with the Page of Swords, he's just being very, very careful right now. And he's seeing things with a new set of eyes, and he's finally kind of like going out and putting himself out there, but he's being very careful at the same time because he doesn't want to get hurt. So I would like to also clarify and confirm this now. So we're going into the next phase of the reading. Thank you for joining, by the way, and thank you for the returning subscribers. I really appreciate you so much. So I will do a video in the future to announce the winners of the reading, because I think I did that in my previous videos, so we'll do that. Not in this one. Like, I just need to like really get more my footing, you know what I mean? But let's just continue with this reading because this is very interesting. Here's what I'm seeing. I'm not seeing anything like really negative from this reading. I just see like he's just more or less, there's a lot of yellow. I'm seeing a lot of yellow, a lot of gold, a lot of like blue, which is nice, which to me looks like a positive outlook on life. He could be also a little more calm at this time. I think he's found a way to make himself really calm. Even though things may not be really good as far as loyalty goes in his life, he feels that there's not enough loyalty. There's always that. I think that that's something that he's always going to struggle with. I don't think that he's always going to be on the up and up with that. Trust is going to be hard for him around people in general. I think that him trusting people is just going to be something that it's going to take a lot of work. And I don't think he'll ever get there where he's going to actually trust people the same ever again. Like, I don't think he ever really kind of did trust the people, but like even less now. Like, the trust is really low. So I'm drinking some tea, trying to get myself better, guys. And I really do appreciate the comments. It was really nice comments, guys. Really nice. So let's talk.
And this is another reason why I'm gonna have to get a tattoo. Like, bitch, if you don't love him, don't even fucking play games. Like, I'm about to get that shit super big. Like, I'm so deep in this. Like, I don't even want to see y'all fucking fans getting tattoos of Justin Bieber to fucking confuse him. Don't even fucking bother.
Verify and confirm. Let's see. Oh, stock of cards. Clarify and confirm. Remember, this is entertainment purposes. Nothing is written in stone. Nothing is to be taken as fact. This is all speculation, and never send anybody hate. Mention in the videos or myself. This is all entertainment purposes. It's supposed to be lighthearted fun. Okay? If you're taking it any more serious than that, then maybe tarot is not for you. Or at least not this channel. So let's go ahead and continue with clarify and confirm. So we got King of Pentacles right on top of the Queen of Pentacles. So we got Queen and King. There's like King and Queen. There's also just a lot of balancing happening here too. A lot of yin and yang, a lot of like shadow light. I think that he is really going to be coming into his own truth when it comes to like proper planning. This is somebody who is reading the contracts. This is somebody who's reading the contracts, who's really like going through all the pages and really going over things before they signing it. And this is someone who might...
I just remember something, like, there is some real evil demonic shit that's been going on in my head, and I rebuke that shit. Like, real hallucinations. This is why it's so important not to do drugs. And it's like, I guess I had to go through that to understand what Justin went through, like, because I've never been the kind of person that's ever been so fucking slow to even allow a fucking drug dealer to trap me and force me into doing drugs. Crystal meth ruined my fucking life. And there, from time to time, I get these fucking weird ass hallucinations like I got some bugs or some shit on me or something like that. It's so weird. Those are real hallucinations that people get from doing drugs, and I rebuke that shit. I'm still recovering, but it doesn't mean keep Justin Bieber away. Bring his ass here. We're gonna have to deal with that shit together, right? And so another thing I want to say, like, it's so crazy how, like, in my life, like, I was living, like, the life. Like, I wasn't even rich. I was, like, homeless in Miami, but I was living good. Like, until all this shit happened. Like, I wasn't even thinking about hurrying up to get a house. Like, I wanted to get a place, but I was still really enjoying every piece of my life. There was times where I was sleeping at the beach, on the beach, and I was just happy. Like, I was free, and like God or something took that joy away from me. And now I see why, because there was a man that was going through hell while I was going through heaven, and I thought he was going through heaven, even if I didn't know that he was the love of my life. And I remember God was saying, like, I'm going to take this away from you for a little bit. I'm going to take you this away from you. And it was just that moment, like, where I could just be under a tree, and all the rich people were probably looking for that happiness. Like, they were feeling like they're rich and have everything, but still feel miserable. And so it's like he gave that to them for a minute, and I felt so bad. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, and what God was really doing is showing the billionaires that died what I was experiencing. And he was showing them that, look at her, like, she's gold. Like, look, she's living as a poor person, but is so happy. And it's been so happy without, like, they just been looking for someone like me. And it's like, no, not to brag or anything, but for real, like, and it's like, they're like, oh my God, you don't know what you have. And that's what Steve Jobs was saying. And it's like, it's just being happy. Like, a lot of people think being rich is like happiness, but there's so many people that are so fucking miserable with money, and we don't laugh at them. And it doesn't mean you shouldn't get money, because that does scare us from not wanting to be rich. But at the same time, it's like just sharing that joy. Like, it's that spirit. It's not even, it's the energy that we bring to the table. The Spirit of God can make you happy anywhere you go. And especially after experiencing half of the stuff you've experienced, you begin to find your happiness from poverty. Poverty helps you accept and embrace the life that you live when you're rich. And people that have never been or faced poverty, they could never understand how someone could be happy without. But that's the joy, the special joy that God has for people, where we cannot be happy because of substance, because some substance is temporary, but forever joy, marriage, when you're happy with the love of your life, that's forever, that's eternity, eternal joy. Nothing can give, there's no gift that you can give me except for my man, my twin, not just any fucking man. He has to penetrate your soul. Like, he gotta penetrate, like, you gotta feel the penetration, the way it feels when someone penetrates your soul. It's like an orgasm, but it's like somebody's like sucking something that, as a part of you, that there is something that's been traumatized. There was an evil spirit in your soul, and someone's just removing it, sucking it out of it. That's how it feels when someone is penetrating your soul. Is your twin is penetrating your soul when he shows up. It feels like God. If it not even God, it just, I don't know what it feels like, but it feels like something heavenly is happening to you too. It's happening to your soul, and that darkness that was on your soul is finally removing itself from you. And it's like when you make love, it's so different from having sex. It's like it's your whole body and soul. It is a ritual, but it's like your whole body, mind, and soul is in that relationship, is in that. And it's like, this is what you're gonna see when you see me. You're not gonna just see pretty me, you're gonna see the ugly herbs. And we rebuke those ugly herbs. We don't want them anywhere near us because they're disgusting. But you're gonna see like everything, like, so you could know me better than anybody has ever known me. And I'm telling you, Justin might be mad because he's a very jealous person. Like, he's a jealous person, I could tell. Like I don't want, like, he might not be, but I have a strong feeling he is. Like, I don't even want people to see you like this. Like, not like this, but I don't even want nobody to see you. Like, you're for me. Like, that's how your soulmate is. Like, you are for me. I'm jealous. Like, I don't want them to even enjoy you. Like, they're disgusting. That's how he feels. That's exactly how Justin Bieber feels. Like, I don't want them to see you at all. Like, you're for my consumption. That's what he says.
Even take charge of the contracts, where they might have to I could see him writing things out of the contract. So if somebody was to hand him a contract, he'll read it thoroughly. He's not going to rush through it. And he's going to revise parts of it that he feels would coincide with who he is as an artist or as a producer. Because I do feel like he might be into production. I do feel like he's getting into something like that.
Yes, me too, and I hope that he does because that's what he needs to be. He's a leader.
He seems to be wanting to do more creativity, more in a creative way. Let's see. Also, money management is something that's very heavy on his heart. So we have, wow, okay, so we got the Eight of Ghost. Eight of Ghost is Eight of Cups. I feel that,
and then Justin knows that he's been through hell for his money, so he's not about to just be blowing it up. That's why he doesn't like Haley. He doesn't want a woman to just spend out of control. He doesn't like that shit. He just giving that to her because she's giving him the opportunity. He has no choice but giving him the opportunity to actually and just at least be happy, because then she won't be heartbroken once he leaves her. He knows he's not into that bitch. No offense. I don't mean to call her a bitch, but he knows he's not into her. No offense.
Perhaps he is going to be walking away from a situation, walking away from individuals who no longer serve him.
Amen.
The energy here is him just kind of like leaving things in the past. And I think that's what's happening here. Again, I feel like this is like a new wave of like new, how do I put this? It's that kind of like quintessent, like the cliche new year, new me kind of attitude, but it's not a new year. It's just like he's feeling like I'm going to change and I'm going to do what's best for me. So if it has to be walking away from people, so be it. He does have betrayal. And this betrayal could have been over money. It could have been over projects. It could have been over something here financially, because it landed on the Seven of Pentacles. So there's something here that he was betrayed with, and he's still working through that. So again, this goes into trust with people and things of that nature. Let's see what else. Clarify, confirm. Oh, stock of cards. Clarify and confirm. Oh, stock of cards.
Yeah. And I don't feel like his mother and father molested him or anything, because when he was younger, he knew that he wasn't supposed to be touched the wrong way as a child. That's how I can tell, like, a child knows, like, you're not supposed to do this.
We have 4.
But Hollywood, a lot of the adults in Hollywood did that, and they try to make it seem like he wanted that.
Yeah, because he's been through something, and so now he's kind of like taking the time, and he might be still in that kind of phase, maybe not, but it's still there in his energy, and I can see it is picking up basically that he has sort of gotten over something in the past, and he's had to take some time. Like, you know how we just got to take like some time for ourselves and kind of cocoon, and I feel like that could be the process that he's going through within right now, or it's something that he's coming out of now. Most possible outcome is him coming out of it. So that could be like in the near future. But as far as maybe right now or in the recent, he is cocooning, kind of like, laying down and trying to recounting everything that has happened and thinking about all that and processing all of his life's tribulations and struggles and mishaps and upswings and downswings. And he's thinking about this stuff. And there's somebody who he's very loyal to. I don't know if he has a pet. Or he has someone. There's this one individual. It could be a pet. It could be a person. It could be anyone. But there's something there that he holds on to, and they are loyal to him and they listen to him. There's something there. I'm not sure who it is or what it is, but it's there. I can feel that. Continue.
I hope
What's this?
I hope it's
We got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and it landed on the Two of Cups. So this is about contracts. So he is definitely doing some kind of a contract, some kind of agreement here with somebody. It was mentioned there in the comments that he found a new manager or something like that. That could be maybe talking on that. I'm not sure, but I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. well, just reading the cards out here, and what I feel from the cards is that, yeah, this is something like an agreement here. This is some kind of like making some sort of like meeting, sitting down and planning things out with another individual or individuals to create something new or more. And I do feel that there is more creative juices that he has within him. It would be a crying shame if he would never come out with another album, because it looks to me like there's a lot of creativity, a lot of creative juices coming through in his reading here. So if he doesn't come out with new music, that would be such a shame, because it looks like there's a lot of that energy coming through, and it looks like that's what he wants. So let's see what else. And we could all use some new, not just new music, but new good music. Like good, well thought out music. Because this is me just personally now talking here. Like I just feel like personally I have not seen a lot of good music, coming out from anywhere. No. I see maybe something that kind of makes you bop and stuff like that, but there isn't like that sweet, you know what I mean, center, that good stuff, you know what I mean? I haven't got that from any artist lately that I can remember right now offhand. So let's continue. Somebody outside his energy is working through this tower moment. This could mean anybody. I mean, if anybody were to be the wiser, they'll say, oh, that's Selena Gomez, right? Because that's outside the energy. But this could be anybody. Somebody around him who is no longer in his world, who is no longer part of his vision or part of the whole situation, part of his energy field, like part of him, or sharing his energy or sharing his company or his experience or something outside of him. There's somebody here who had who's still dealing with a breakup. That's why I mentioned the person that I mentioned, because it kind of feels like that, but it could be anybody. Remember that he met a lot of people along the way, but there's somebody in particular who's really in that energy right there. So hold on 1 second, because it's sirens. Okay, I think we're good now. I had to pause it. So I think that this person, whoever it is, it could be a feminine. It could, because I peeked at the bottom of the deck and I did see the Queen of Cups here. So I'll show it to you. I did stop the video and I paused it, so it's not fair that I do that, but that's what I saw. We'll shuffle again and we'll just keep going. So the tower could be anybody. It could be anybody, but it's like some kind of a breakup or something. It was mentioned in the comments that there was some sort of like a breakup between him and Haley. I'm not sure if that's true or not. That was mentioned in the comments, and I'm not sure if that's true. But it is, whoever it is somebody from outside of his energy who's feeling it, who's feeling the detachment with him. And they're still working through that. But I'm not here to read their cards. I'm here to read his cards. And so let's continue. A little more clarify and confirm on this universe. I don't know why I said universe. Old stock of cards. Let's see. I'm just trying not to get into this whole hokey pokey kind of thing. I'm trying not to get into that too much, because I was heavily into it where it was consuming my life, honestly. I just want to read cards. You know what I mean? So we have the 7 of Wands here on the table, and this card also flipped up on top of the deck, which is the Hermit in the reverse. So this is someone who's coming out of a place here, who's felt ostracized for some time as well. So he's feeling that he's, again, cocooning. So it's coming out of this place of reevaluating yourself, reevaluating your image. Who are you? What are you? Why are you here? This is deep stuff, guys. This is not light stuff that I'm picking up on here. This is deep stuff. And and I feel like he could have been, there's some issues here when it comes to somebody, he could have felt ostracized, or maybe he didn't fit in for some time. And that could be another reason why he went to that mode of hermit, closing in and getting closure. And I feel that this could be a part of his energy here. And I feel but he's going to break out of it. The Hermit reverse is kind of I'm kind of getting that moment of, I'm getting out of this now. And it could be rough. It could be tough, because there's other people around too that are making it hard for him to be himself. I think that he wants to be himself, but there's people around him who are making it kind of hard. So it's Yeah, that sucks. It's because it's like an open air prison. You know, you can have like freedom to roam and go wherever you want, but at the same time, you have you have these. I don't want to say manipulators, but it feels like manipulation to him because it's like he can't be himself. And if you can't be yourself, then how are you not being manipulated in that situation? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going through that myself, so I know what that feels like in a way where you're kind of like not able to really be you. But anyway, bottom of the deck, we got the King of Wands. So there you go again, the King of Wands. It came out the first card out. So King of Wands came out twice. He is very, very, very determined to get something going here, very determined on getting out of a situation too. I don't think that he's out of the woods. I feel like there are energies around him right here, Seven of Swords. I feel like there's something around him, like some people or energies that are probably influencing him in a way where he just really wants to be himself and he can't be himself. And I think that he just wants to get back to who he is and his true core values of who he is and what he is. And I feel that that will be coming up very soon, I hope. But this is the push that he's giving. And part of this, like, alliance that he's making with somebody in this contract or some kind of meeting he's having with people or someone, it could be part of releasing this energy of, like, people pulling back at him. Because there's something going on here. And I don't know if he continues on with these energies that are pulling him down and not letting him express fully who he is, it's going to suck. It's going to continue to suck. So he needs to let go of that. So we'll see where this goes. I would like to now break from this, and because we did enough clarifying and all that, let's go ahead and get into, we have thoughts, thinking about somebody here, okay? So he's thinking about people or someone in particular, it looks like to me. He's visioning someone. I'm not sure what that's all about. It's not going to really focus, but that's what we have. Okay, let's get one more. I don't know what that is. I don't want to take that. I want to take something that's... Oops. Pathway, one more. There's a pathway here. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing a road ahead, a lot of change. I'm noticing the butterflies. I'm taking note of that. And I'm also taking note of the light at the end of the tunnel. Again, like I said before, there's like he's not out of the woods type of energy. And it's funny because here we are showing what this looks like is the woods. And there's a pathway towards the end of the, the tunnel. That's just basically like showing like he wants to come out of the woods. He's not out of there. And the cocoon, we mentioned cocooning, and we have butterflies. So there's a lot of change.
I think the woods is the industry.
I'm not sure what that's about. He maybe has some kind of like inbox, or there's some kind of messaging back and forth that's happening. Perhaps maybe there might be some leaked messages coming along in the future. Who knows? But for that to come out is very strange. I'm not sure exactly what that is. And that will make a really long video about what to clarify. We have toil and labor. So right now, it's all about toil and labor for him. And he feels like he's just like the monotony of working and doing the same thing and the same thing day in and day out. And I think that he wants to break through with that. And that's why we're seeing like this cocooning, and we're seeing like the butterfly. We're seeing the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel, seeing your way out of the woods. And he's fully not out there yet. And I feel like he's going through an ascension as far as that goes. So... it looks good because it looks like he has a lot of like vision for what he believes his life to be. I think that he has that, which is good because it's showing me that this person is not depressed in a way where they are hopeless. There is hope in this person's life. So that's pretty good. And I do like to see that. But let's go ahead and get into a Halloween oracle, and then we'll top it off with an advice card for Justin. So far, what do you guys think about this reading? Like, do you think that this is relative to, like, his relationships? Do you think this is relative to, I don't know, in-laws, family?
I think this is speaking directly to me. And the message, I feel like I'm going to get a message from him eventually. And I feel like he knows and he's watching me. And I feel like he really is, and he's just quiet because he knows that the industry is evil. And if he exposes me, he knows that it might expose me to all those guys in the industry, specifically those black guys, because they're enemies towards the white race and himself, and they might try to do anything in their power